It has a boobable snoot, therefore it is a real dog. Hello friends, today we're going to talk all about foster care. What is it, how do you sign up for it, and why you should be a foster parent for little adorable guys like this. This is Friday. He is a 6-week-old terrier mix, we think. Maybe some Chihuahua in there because he's so tiny. He came in to work today and I just couldn't resist fostering him. Because, I mean, look at his face. I couldn't. And that's kind of why I work at the animal shelter, to, bring dogs home occasionally. So he's going to stay with us for either overnight or 2 weeks until he's adoptable, depending on what the rescue says tomorrow about taking him. So either he'll be a very temporary guest or have a little bit more time with us. Foster care is super, super important, especially in places like San Antonio, where I live, where we get lots of pets that are either too sick, too young, too scared, or just not as desirable as other pets to be adopted. So Friday here is too young to be adopted. My shelter and every reputable shelter should only adopt out animals that are at least 8 weeks old, are eating hard, dry food, and are at least 2 pounds or more. The reason for the weight limit is because you want them to be able to undergo anesthesia without having any potential complications. So he's a little bit on the light side and too young to be eating just dry food, because his little baby teeth are not really gonna do it, not gonna chew it rather, as well as they could when they kind of fully come in. So we'll give him some wet food while he's gumming things to death. He is falling asleep in my hands. Are you falling asleep? Excuse him, he's just gonna take a little nap here. So he needs foster care for 2 weeks. Some animals need foster care for a couple months. It really just depends. Foster care is super easy to sign up for. All you need to do is contact your local shelter and complete an application. They usually ask, just general questions like, where do you live? Do other people live with you? Do you have other pets? Is there anything else we should know about you? And they kind of just check out that you are a reputable person who is going to take care of their animal and be responsible and give them, a hand in their time of need. You're so sleepy. Foster care also should be free. Any reputable organization is going to provide you with at least the bare minimum, so like a crate. They're going to provide you with food. Lots of organizations are able to provide you with things like toys or enrichment activities, collars, leashes, pee pads if you've got some puppies, bowls, all that good stuff should be available to you. If it's not, check with your shelter about why? To see, some places are just too small and they just don't have anything. But most places, especially really reputable ones, it's going to be free for you to do. And all you need to do is love and care for them and snuggle them like I like doing with this little guy here. Yeah, you can go sleep. It's okay. Fostering is also, you're saving lives. You are pulling animals out of the shelter that otherwise would be unadoptable or that have been passed up for adoption because they're too scared or just, their time is up. And in that, you're not only saving them, but you're saving the animal that comes in and takes their place from immediately being euthanized because there's no space available. So it's a really awesome thing to do. It's free. In most places, most cases, it should count as community service. It counts as awesome volunteer experience. So all of you kids who are in high school or, in college and you want some humanitarian volunteer hours, foster. It's just like having another dog, but you get to count the entire day. So you get lots of hours, you get lots of experience, And it's a really awesome way to connect with your community. Most communities, you know, are pretty connected to their pets, and oh my gosh, you're adorable. Ah. Yeah, and then, you know, there's the added benefit of this. What was I saying? Communities are connected to their pets, and when we are doing things to make sure that our pets are taken care of, you know, it provides a sense of pride for our community, and it shows that we're empathetic and compassionate, and that we care about, you know, all of the living things that are in our care. And I just think it's a really awesome thing to do. It's really, really needed, especially in southern states where we have that population problem. And who wouldn't love to, like, have this for a couple weeks? Like, super temporary thing. I can deal with the poop for a little bit. I can deal with his crying for a little bit if I get to come home and have him fall asleep in my arms and be so freaking cute. So if you're considering foster care, do it. If you have any questions, feel free to type a comment. If you have any concerns, let me know, and I'll try and help you out best I can, or I'll provide you with some resources. But fostering is amazing. You should definitely do it. He is my 20th foster that I've had, and even though it's been hard to give some of them up, it's been one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my entire life. So, and, you know, just to mention again, this is adorable.
Also mention, if you're not sure if you're ready for a dog, it's a great way to take a dog for a trial run.
Yes. Also, in my other video featuring Mr. Friday, when he was a little more awake, we talked about why you maybe don't want to get a puppy. If that video maybe kind of has you rethinking and you're like, oh my gosh, like, am I even ready for a dog? It's a great way to try out different kinds of dogs, big dogs, little dogs, see what breed of dog you like, see what age range you like. And if you have a dog that you're interested in, but you're not sure how things are gonna go, ask the shelter if you can foster them for like a trial period. And a lot of times if you foster, it ends up being cheaper to actually adopt them. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. So, me and Fred are going to go ahead and go to bed and get some sleep because it is pretty late. We don't normally film this late, but I brought him home, and I don't know if he's gonna stay here or if he's gonna go to the rescue tomorrow, so we had to take the opportunity to film, even if it means we're both kind of staying up past our bedtime. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe so you see all of my new videos, and leave a comment about whether you think you're gonna foster or what kind of animal you would foster if you could, like imaginary animals, or what kind of dog you would want to foster. Thanks so much, and have a great day. Bye. You gotta cry again. No, you don't. You're very fresh, sir. You know what you did. Freaking
I woke up in the middle of the night.